I'm still not feeling 100%. But, yeah, I kind of thought I was better than I was. I went back to work yesterday, and had to stand up all day, and I almost passed out, so that's why I haven't really been replying to messages. That's why. So sorry, Chinese in Canada, I am sorry. I really did want to give you a nice big response to what you said. I really appreciate that you watched Earthlings, gave it a shot, thought about it. Awesome. Commend you. Yeah, so I will get back to you on that. Okay, I'm not being a slack ass. I feel like poo. Yeah, but I just wanted to get on and just talk about something that happened today. And the moral of today's vlog, this one has a moral, is, one, I have weird hair. Look at it, sticking out funny. And two, the world is a sad place, but each of us can make a difference. Today, a participant came in, one of my old participants from a training course I taught about 2 months ago. And she's one of those people who didn't really get the benefit of any kind of concerned child rearing. I mean, anyone who's watched all of my videos will know that my parents are not exactly perfect. They did give me some things, though. I don't know what this poor girl's parents gave her. Nothing very good, I don't think. Anyway, so she comes in and she's just talking about her life, and her life is a complete mess and not going as she planned at all. And she confessed to me that she thought she was pregnant, and basically it's because she's just been sleeping with anyone for, to get attention and love. Basically any guy who says that he loves her, uses that word, she's right there, And even, she hasn't been managing her money, and because she has no esteem in herself, has even been prostituting herself. And she told me during that, conversation, we went out for a cigarette and we had a bit more of a chat, and I was trying to coach her and, just tell her she's a worthwhile human being, and, not to fall for that bullshit, and to live by her values and have pride in herself. So when we were outside having a cigarette, she said to me that she had, because I said something like, why don't you get a pregnancy test if you're worried that you're pregnant, because you're going to need to deal with it if you are, or you'll be relieved if you find out that you're not, just find out. And she said, no, I can't, I don't have any money. I don't even have enough money to eat tonight. And I think it's going to make me do something bad, by which I think she meant that she was going to prostitute herself out so she could eat dinner that night, which is pretty fucking sad. So what I did was I thought, well, what is it to me, I took her across the road to the shops, and I said, grab yourself some food. And I bought her, she grabbed something to eat for dinner, and then I said, come on, you got to get yourself some snacks for tomorrow, and she got some muesli bars, and I said, oh, how about we get you some chips and, some juice. And I got her, because I know how bad her diet is, she just lives on like macaroni cheese in a packet and things. It's not good. And I bought her, I went and I picked up a bottle of juice with vitamins in it, and I said, here you go, you need your vitamins. And you should have seen her face. I don't really think anyone has ever cared about that girl before. You know, she was so overwhelmed. She was like, "What are you doing after work? I want to come to your house." But of course I can't do that, you know. You know, like, yeah. That's quite improper, you know, and not helpful to her, because we don't have anything to sort of give to each other on a friendship level, you know. But, yeah. So basically, I spent $16. And through doing that, I prevented someone from prostituting themselves for at least one night. We can all make a difference to someone's life. You know? Be that someone be another human or an animal. We can all do it in some way, you know. And when you see an opportunity to do something nice for someone, just do it, you know. Because I promise you, it rewards you tenfold. Yeah. Still very sad, but I did what I could do at that time, you know. And maybe some of the things I said to her and the care I showed to her will make her think about her life. Just thought I'd leave you with that thought for tonight. Thanks for listening.